We all know that food's important. It sustains life. You can't live without it. But food means so much more than just eating. Food is a way of life. It pronounces our culture and brings us together. Food is much more than just fueling our bodies. Food provides many memories. It can remind you of a time, person, an event, whether it be the look of the food, the cultural aspect of the food, the taste of the food, the smell of the food, who made the food, making the food. Food never fails to bring back memories. Maybe it's making cookies with Grandma or Uncle Joel's famous casserole. Think fried food, state fair, popcorn, the movies. Food brings back memories.
Parties at Buffalo Wild Wings.
My grandma always makes these really good cookies that I always recognize the smell of.
Yeah, I have memories of eating food at the state fair with my family.
Making pretzels with my grandma and the smell of the dough that she would make and rolling the dough.
Special foods that we have at family events like Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Oh, my grandma used to make this ice cream cake thing. It was really good. We ate it at her house.
Every 2 years we go to my grandma's house in Spain and our whole family comes and she makes some really good rice.
Thanksgiving dinner, I had way too many mashed potatoes and gravy.
Family dinner is an important aspect of family life. People we interviewed agreed it was a time to gather with family and discuss their day's events. It helps bring people together. This is one of the biggest purposes of food in our culture and society, but not enough people take part in this important family ritual. Only 40% of Americans do. Also, eating in sit-down restaurants versus fast food has greatly decreased in the past few years. People are starting to eat out of habit instead of using food to bond with others.
Most nights we do, but not every. I think it's important because we can all be together for one time in the day and eat together.
Yes, it's good to have family time.
Yeah, we do usually every night, and I think it's just nice to talk about our day and stuff.
Yes, because we can catch up on what we did that day.
I think it's important. I think it's important to come together with your family at the end of a day and talk about what you did, and I think it helps a family grow closer.
And it's important because it gives you some bonding with your family, get to know your family a lot better.
Guest, be our guest, put our service to the test. Tie your napkin round your neck, chérie, and we provide the rest. Soup du jour, hot hors d'oeuvre, why, we only live to serve. Try the gray stuff, it's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the dishes. They can sing, they can dance. After all, miss, this is France, and a dinner here is never second best. Go on, unfold your menu.
Food is important for bonding with other people, even if it's not your family. When you think first date, you might think of a fancy candlelit dinner where you talk to and get to know your potential partner. How often have you heard adults say, "Hey, want to grab some coffee later?" Food is an excuse to get together, no questions asked.
My great-grandmother has a sweet corn that's been passed down.
Christmas cookies is a tradition that's been passed down.
Well, during Christmas every year, we always make a bunch of cookies.
Yeah, I don't know, some not anything big, but just some little hors d'oeuvres that we eat during family events, I guess. Yeah.
My Uncle Kyle's mushroom soup, he adds some weird ingredient, but it makes it taste really good. And a lot of Thanksgiving meals that I really don't know what they're called, but they're really good, so.
My mom makes a mean box of mac and cheese.
My mom's meatloaf.
My mom has really good homemade cookies that she has special recipe.
So yeah, food is important. It provides a way to relate to culture, meet with others, and get to know your friends and family. But what purpose does it serve in your life? Here's what you think.
I think food can help people like relate back to their culture and like get in touch with where they're from.
It's time with your family and friends.
What is that amazing smell? Chocolate.
I think that food gives every family and group like a special tradition to have to pass down.
I think like people can share different foods with each other, like in their culture.
You know, it really brings us together, and it's something that you can rely on. You can like have it as a tradition, and it's wonderful.
I know that a lot of different cultures eat different types of foods. Like, let's say you live in England, you might drink a lot more tea than the average Indian. Or if you live in India, you might have a lot more spicy food than Americans.
Well, I think food is obviously a really big part of culture. There's certain spices that certain cultures use. There's very unique Indian spices. There's unique Mexican spices. And so I think that food is just one way that people can express their culture.
Food culture is a huge part of the overarching word culture. It is a big part of what makes us the same, but also what makes us different. Eating the same food that our ancestors ate, that our country eats, is a really cool purpose of food. Different spices for different cultures can define the taste of their food. Eating traditional food brings us back to our roots and where we're from.
When you're eating, it's like a good time to like talk to people.
It brings people together.
I don't know, like trying new foods is like fun and interesting.
It satisfies me.
At the dinner table with your family, it's sort of an excuse to come together with your family and really talk to them and become closer to your family.
Buffalo wings, pasta,
Spaghetti. Grilled cheese sandwich. Mac and cheese. Corn. Anything with carbs. Donuts. Sushi.
anything at Chipotle or Buffalo Wild Wings.
Goulash.
So before you grab a snack, think about the culture, social experiences, and memories tied to your snack. Eat not only to satisfy, but to bond, to create memories. Food is not just fuel. Food is life.